In this video, I'm going to talk just a little bit about a couple of types of basement wall systems. There are several, but in this one, we're just going to cover a couple that will work well with a barndominium. That's either a metal building home or a post and frame pole barn structure. So here we go. I just want to go over with you a couple of types of basement walls. There's some precast basement wall systems. I believe it's called Superior Wall. That's really awesome, but it's mainly desired for traditional residential stick frame homes. So I'm not really sure they would work well for a metal building home or even a pole barn home. But here's a couple of options. You have your traditional concrete, poured in place concrete wall. That's really where they just stand forms up. They pour a footing down here, continuous footing around the perimeter. They do, an 8 to 12 inch concrete wall here. And if you're going to do a rigid frame building, in other words, an I-beam building, what I might suggest, the way I would do it, is I would just disregard the basement wall as a load-bearing component of the building and just use it strictly to, basically create the basement room. And then what I would do is I would set the steel column all the way down on its own footing and pier, and actually this pier would probably be pretty large. And so this column would sit all the way down here. That would allow you to tie the other side together for that spread action we talked about. And then I would do what's called bypass wall girts, which is where you put the wall girts, the steel purlins, on the outside of the steel. Normally we put it in line with the steel, but in this situation I'd put it outside and set it right on top of the wall. So here's your sheeting way out here that's flush now with your wall system. Okay, you got your wall girts bolted to your steel here, and then you're going on up. And that way, if you do an 8-inch, if you can get by with an 8-inch concrete wall, then your 8-inch purlin fits perfect. And then you got your sheeting lips down a little bit past your perimeter wall. I think you're good. That's the way I would do it, okay? Or if it's a typical, like a worldwide steel building where they use a 6x6 steel tube column, it could bolt right down on top of that wall, no problem. Here's another one. It's my favorite personally, is ICF, Insulated Concrete Form. And they come anywhere from 11 plus inches thick. Okay, so you have 2 inches of foam here, or 2.5, I believe it is. And then you got your concrete cavity in here, which is 6 inches. So I think it's an 11-inch block from here to here. And so I love these. They have a very high R value rating. They're super easy to install. You still have to form them up and support them as they're before they're poured. A lot of people will just go, if it's a 9 or 10 foot wall, they'll just go halfway up, pour that, let that sit, come back the next day, keep going with their forms, and pour it in the second pour. So they do it in 2 sections. But I like the insulated concrete form. To me, just makes a much better wall. You get this, I think it's R30 plus. It's amazing. You get a 6-inch wall cavity. You can do an 8-inch. It just depends on what the structural engineer feels is needed for the building. But in most situations, a 6-inch wall would probably work fine. And especially if it's a pole barn, I'm pretty sure with the worldwide steel building work fine. So, but it just depends on what the engineer would say. So ICF, great system, or your traditional poured in place concrete system. Now, you still have to waterproof the outside of these, where the ground is out here. Most of the ICF manufacturers have their own waterproofing system that you can purchase, because you may have to put French drain in here that's going to drain your water away from your foundation. So whoever you buy, there's like Build Block. There's a lot of manufacturers for ICF blocks. They'll have a whole system you can purchase to waterproof that wall. So, and you still have to waterproof your concrete wall, because contrary to popular belief, concrete is not waterproof. Water will make its way through there. Depends, may take a while, but it will. And plus, it'll sweat. So it's one thing to think about. So anyway, can you put your barndominium on a basement? Absolutely you can. Give us a call. We'd love to help you.